Caitlin Clark makes triumphant return to Iowa and, of course, nails a logo three. Caitlin Clark made the shot everyone came to see. Clark stopped late in the third quarter of Sunday's WNBA preseason game between the Indiana Fever and the Brazilian national team and launched a three-pointer near the 22 logo on Iowa's Carver-Hawkeye arena court. It was the spot where she hit the shot in her senior season in 2024 that made her the all-time leading scorer in NCAA women's basketball, and of course it went in. This shot, with 25 seconds left in the third quarter, capped Clark's return to the arena, where she broke records on her way to becoming the NCAA Division I all-time scoring leader. Clark, starting her second season with the Fever, scored 16 points in Indiana's 108-44 win. Clark's day was bookended by shots that were reminiscent of her career with Iowa's women's basketball team. Her first three-pointer came from the tip of the beak on Iowa's Tigerhawk logo at midcourt 34 seconds into the game. And after both shots went in, the crowd response sounded just like all the shots she made in front of sellout crowds as she led the Hawkeyes to back-to-back appearances in the NCAA National Championship game in her final two seasons. Clark, dealing with a leg injury that kept her out of Saturday's preseason opener against the Washington Mystics, played almost 19 minutes, and that was enough to please the capacity crowd of 15,400. She finished the game making 6 of 10 shots and added 6 rebounds and 5 assists. It was Clark's second game back at the arena since she left the Hawkeyes. She had her jersey No. 22 retired in a ceremony after Iowa's 76-69 win over USC on February 2. "I've told my teammates they're going to be here cheering for me, yes, but they're also going to be here cheering for you and our entire team," Clark said before the game. "And I think that's what's so great about these fans, is they really rally around the entire team. It's not just myself, and that's what I love about it." Clark was greeted with a loud ovation when she took the court before the game, and the noise continued throughout the day. The crowd noise for Clark's pregame introduction reached 116 decibels, and the first three-pointer recorded 117 decibel applause. That kind of a response wasn't a surprise to Fever coach Stephanie White. "I've seen the Caitlin Clark stuff from the outside, looking in and being on the television side, and certainly being an opponent," said White, who called some of Clark's games while working at ESPN and went against her last season as the coach of the Connecticut Sun. "For us to be able to bring Caitlin back here and to bring our team here to experience this fan base, it's an incredible opportunity." Iowa coach Jen Jensen had the same reaction. "We're just proud that we can fill this place up in May," she said. "Are you kidding me?" The event became a hot ticket as soon as it was announced earlier this year. The average paid price of $440 per ticket on the secondary market this week made it the most in-demand event involving Clark, according to ticketing technology company Victory Live, which analyzes sales across the secondary market. Asking prices on the secondary market Wednesday ranged from $146 to $2,368. Clark made it clear before the game she was going to play despite the injury, although it was apparent the injury was still an issue. When she came out of the game in the first half, she went to the tunnel behind the Fever bench to ride a stationary bike. "It sucked being on the sideline yesterday, but obviously it's probably just the best decision in the preseason," Clark said. Kelsey Mitchell led the Fever with 17 points. Alea Boston added 11. Clark left the game after making that last shot, and as she got to the bench waved to the crowd, encouraging one last cheer. "That's my goal," Clark said before the game. "Get them involved, get them loud." Reporting by the Associated Press. Want great stories delivered right to your inbox? Create or log in to your FOX Sports account and follow leagues, teams, and players to receive a personalized newsletter daily.